Yo guys, it's your boy Mr. Meat and welcome back to this match day preview. Liverpool versus Luton Town is your next game of choice, and like always, if you want to see live reactions to me watching this game and shouting like an absolute lunatic, the best place to watch it, actually the only place to watch that, is on Twitch. So Mr. Meat on Twitch. And whilst you're right, hit the subscribe button on all my hit this other social subscribe button on the YouTube channel and help your boy continue to grow. You'll get my match analysis after the game's done, anyways, tomorrow. And Twitter, Instagram, hit the follow there as well, and Twitch is obviously because that's the main place I do my reactions. I mean, that's the only place. Why do I keep saying the main place? It's the only place. Your boy looking hella fresh. I need the haircut. I've delayed it a long time, but this weekend I'll get a haircut and then I'll look a lot more fresh going into the weekend final, which is the Liverpool final, Chelsea. Um, it's meant to be an exciting time as a Liverpool fan. We're meant to be sort of on the up. Sort of, this is the first final of potential four, but injuries are getting the better of us, and it's looking like it's stressful times to be Klopp, and the guy's already running out of energy. The guy's gonna have no energy got come the end of the season with all these injuries that are happening. Like, the left hand side of the screen is how I'm predicting we'll line up tomorrow. I don't think midfield wise we change other than Kyle Jones, which is a 100% confirmed that he's not going to be available. Jota, from what I'm reading, it looks like he's very much going to miss the rest of the season. He might feature towards the end of it, but for the majority of the remainder of the games, he's done. Curtis Jones, I heard a bit of positive and a bit of negatives. Obviously, he is still injured. He is going to miss a few games, but from what I gather, his injury isn't as severe as we first assumed. So there's a bit of positives on that. Allison's still not fit. Trent's still not fit. Sausages is still not fit. Obviously, for people that are watching me for the first time, Saboslai is my nickname for him is Sausages. So he's not fit. From what I'm reading, Darwin Nunes is a potential miss for tomorrow as well. And there's a 50-50 chance that he could miss the final on Sunday. I've put Salah in my lineup, but from what I'm also reading, that he's another one that is suffering a little bit, so he might not be available tomorrow. If Salah isn't available tomorrow, I'd assume they're going to go for Harvey Elliott to fill in that position. I was half tempted to put Elliott in the Gravenberch position in my predicted lineup, but it makes a bit more sense to see Gravenberch there. Endo to continue to do that guy, and I compliment this guy every time I watch him because I keep saying it and I say it again. When we signed him, I was sat there like, why are we signing this guy? I don't know anything about him. To give me statistics about how he's done in the Bundesliga is nothing because the Premier League is a completely different league. But those statistics, now you have to look at them because those statistics are being converted into the Premier League. He reminds me of a Wijnaldum because I never complimented Wijnaldum enough, and Wijnaldum was a key player for that Liverpool team, and Endo's proving to be just that person as well. You won't hear compliments of him. You won't see how much he's doing on the pitch because all the stuff that he's doing is not seen on the camera. Like, you wouldn't see it, but like you don't just sit there watching him. The camera's rarely on him, but he's done the job. Um, but like I said, I've grown to love that guy, and like he's a staple in that first team now at CDM. McAllister, we got to see a glimpse of what he can do when he's pushed more forward in that Brentford game, and I loved it. The link up play at the top, like the fact that his goal, he drifted into the box like no one seen him, no one picked up on him, and Salah found him, and then the rest was just McAllister at his best. Gravenberch, like I keep saying, like he's one. So Endo Soboslai and Endo Soboslai when we signed, and who the fuck else did we sign? We signed and McAllister, right? Jesus Christ, my mind went blank there. So Endo, McAllister, Gravenberch, and Soboslai were our four summer signings, right? Soboslai has proved himself a little bit to me. Obviously, his injuries have hindered any like continuation on that. McAllister's proven himself to me. Endo, I'm now in love with the guy. Gravenberch has shown glimpses, and I'm not gonna take anything away from him. The glimpses have been good. It's just I need to see continuity from him. Like I need continuity, consistency from him. Like I'm sure I love him just as much as I love every other signing we've had. And I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just saying I want to see a bit more. I feel like I've not seen enough of him. I've not seen the best of him. And I've only seen glimpses. And don't get me wrong, the glimpses have been amazing, but I want to see so much more. Um, and I feel like now that the injuries have picked up when we don't need them, he's got that opportunity now. He's got that chance to shine. And what better occasion than a game before a final, before the final against Luton Town? Like he has a chance to, get in this game, prove himself, perform amazingly, and then potentially give himself a starting position in the final on Sunday. So there's that. I've put Gakpo up top purely because I think the sources for the Darwin injury were fairly reliable, so I think that's a fairly no brainer. But it depends on if Salah's fit as well, because I think the Harvey Elliott one is the debatable one. I think Salah, if he isn't proven to be fit come kickoff, I think Klopp won't use him. I think Harvey Elliott will fill in there. But apart from that, I don't think we changed our backline much. Maybe a Joe Gomez or Kwanzaa. I think they might chance a Kwanzaa. I don't know. I think Kwanzaa played the reverse fixture at Kenilworth Road, so I'm not I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Kwanzaa. But depends on if Klopp's wanting to rest a few before the final. But in my honest books, I'd rather just put that final back four team out, um, get the job done, then potentially start looking at resting players. But until then, I don't think the game's gonna be easy. Like I'm predicting a 3-0 win. Don't get me wrong, that makes it sound like you're expecting an easy game. I don't think he'll be as easy as it sounds. Like I think Luton are going to be good value for their money. And they gave us a good fight, kind of with throw, but this is Anfield they're coming to. This is Anfield. Like Anfield's a different ball game. It's not the same. And like I said, 3-0, it makes it sound like it's going to be a walk in the park. It won't be. I think Luton will fight. And 1-0, I think they'll still be in the game. At 2-0, I still think they'll be in the game. But in them pushing to get that goal back, that's when we killed the game off, in my honest eyes. Like against Brentford, right? We were just very clinical with our chances. Every chance that we had was very clinical, and that was the difference maker. And I think tomorrow might be another one of those days where we just have to be very clinical. Obviously, Man City are currently playing at the time of me making this video, and I'm not going to look at the score because I don't want to hinder any of that. I don't want that in my mind. Hopefully, we go into that game knowing. I mean, regardless of the Man City result, we need to know, we need the 3 points because Arsenal would be right back on us. And Arsenal at the moment, they do look a little bit scary with the way they're battering teams like there's no tomorrow. Scoring 6 against West Ham. So in my Discord server, we have a competition for predicting scores. I thought West Ham were going to give them a bit of a challenge and give them a good game, but nope, 6-0. I didn't expect Burnley to give them a game. I expected Arsenal to win that and win that quite comfortably. I think I predicted about 4-0. Again, they went 5. So they're making their goal difference amazing right now, but they're scoring for fun and the attack seems to be clicking. So much so that Havertz is fucking scoring. Like, when do we ever see Kai Havertz scoring for Arsenal? But he's doing that as well. So I think it's a very good game to come at in the right time, just before a final. Um, so it's an opportunity. Like, don't get me wrong, no disrespect to Luton. When they came up, I thought they were going to go straight back down. They're not in the best of positions right now in the league. They're 18th, but their performances are unreal. They gave Man United a good game on the weekend as well. Like I thought they were going to be a shite team, and I thought they get smashed like every week. Like I remember when Derby County came up a long time ago. Um, they had the worst tally. They went straight down. They were getting smashed every weekend. I thought Luton were going to follow suit. But they're doing all right. I think they're going to be in a relegation battle for sure. But I think they have enough to stay up if they do everything correctly. So I don't think tomorrow's going to be an easy game. Like I keep saying, the scoreline makes you think that it's going to be an easy game, but it's not. Um, I think it'll be a hard game, but I still think Liverpool come out on top 3-0. Regardless of all our injuries, I think we still have a very strong team. In the final, I think you might see a lot more youngsters in the pitch, but I think from that lineup on the left hand side, I don't think much changes from now until the weekend. I'm praying, and I'm praying really bad that we don't get any more injuries because we're on a thin line at the moment. I think this is the best possible team that we can put out right now. I don't think our bench is going to be that strong tomorrow going forward. I think Harvey Elliott will probably be the best option that we have, providing he doesn't start already. But I think we're on a fine line now because I think after this we have to start digging into some youth players. And don't get me wrong, all the youth players that we've used so far this season have been top quality, but we're in the title race. Like it's not the ideal time to be start relying on these youngsters. And I said it in the last video. I don't want to get to a point where we're having to rely on like the Nat Phillipses and Reece Williams on to getting us a position that matters. It's not fair on youngsters to have all that pressure because some of our fans are very, 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 very passionate, and they will rip into you. And as a youngster, you don't need that. You need the full backing of fans. And don't get me wrong, they will get the full backing of fans. But when the title pictures like this, one little mistake and everyone's going to be onto it. Like Conor Bradley could have been the same, but Conor Bradley went in the right direction in my books, and he's loved by everyone right now. But that's not going to happen for every youngster. Every youngster that comes in, they might have a bad game. They might turn out to be awful at the start, but given more opportunities, they might rise to the occasion and turn out to be one of our best players in the future. I use Curtis Jones as an example. I don't think he was that great when he first was in the first team picture. Yes, he scored a few wonder goals, but I don't think he was that great. He's elevated his game to a new level to get back into the first team picture and to make fans think, all right, Curtis Jones is one of the players that we want in our team. Um, but it's a time that it could get to a point where we have to start digging into youngsters, and it'll be an eventful time if we do. But yeah, that's that's what I'm thinking for tomorrow's game. Prediction is 3-0. Um, like I said before, if you want to see my live reactions, then go over to Twitch, Mr. Meat on Twitch, and hit the follow button over there. 7:15 will stream. I'll start the stream about 7:15. Kickoffs at 7:30, so I'll be live for that. And then straight after the game, I'll do my analysis video and match thoughts on the video on the game, and I'll put that on YouTube. If you want to see any reactions to any goals, then that's on TikTok. So make sure you do follow me on TikTok. It's Mr. Meat on TikTok. Subscribe to me on this YouTube channel if you haven't already. It helps me grow and it helps me continue to do this. Um, this being waffle about a team that I support. Twitter and Instagram is there as well. I don't normally use them to spam Liverpool content, but there is a lot of content on those platforms as well. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Well, I say next one, like the next one's in a couple of days. It's tomorrow. Make sure you do follow me and subscribe to me on all my platforms, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good Wednesday. Have a good hump day, and we'll maybe we'll hump Luton in it. Just peace. Peace is my dudes. I'll catch you soon.